Hey guys, welcome to another Lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try the Stouffer sides. This is new. I don't know how new, but it's new to me at least, one way or the other. It says broccoli cheddar pasta bake. It's broccoli and rotini pasta with a real cheddar cheese sauce topped with breadcrumbs. We know how breadcrumbs work in the microwave, but we'll give it a shot. This is a 24 ounces, 1 pound, 8 ounces, or 680 gram meal. And like I said, it's a side. It looks pretty good. It looks kind of like a broccoli noodle bake, basically. Well, I guess that's exactly what it is. I bought this at Meijer. It was $5.99. I'm sure they sell it other places. Meijer just happens to be where we got it. Let's see. Serving size, there's 3 servings in the container. 1 cup, approximately 224 grams, is 270 calories. And there's your other info. So it says microwave only. Okay, so surprisingly, this is only done for the microwave, but then it has breadcrumb crust, which is normally an oven thing. So we'll see how it turns out. Maybe it'll be really good. So we're gonna cut the film to vent, cook on high for 15 minutes, and let it stand for 1 minute after it's cooked. Actually, it'll probably be really, really hot, so I'll probably have to let it sit a little longer than a minute, but we'll see. So here's what it looks like. So yeah, I don't think this is like oven safe plastic. This is more of a microwave safe plastic. The breadcrumbs look really good right now. We'll see how they turn out. Hopefully they're not soggy. So I'm gonna poke some holes in this to vent it and get it in the microwave, and I'll be back when it comes out. Okay, so here it is after 15 minutes. It did get this little crust on there. I love the little crusty cheese. I'm not gonna stir it up too much because I don't wanna break up that crust, and the breadcrumbs actually feel a little crunchy, so I don't want to get them in all the soggy cheese. So looks pretty good. It looks like a broccoli casserole, and like I said, it's broccoli casserole with some pasta, which broccoli casserole doesn't have pasta in it, but I've had broccoli casserole with pasta, and it's good. So you know, it sounds pretty good. And like I said, I'm feeling a little bit of crispiness, but some of it's soggy. So we'll go over the table and we'll see how it's like texture wise. Okay, I gave it just a minute to cool off. So the first thing I'm gonna try is some of that crispy edge because it looks really good. That's like the best part. Anything with cheese, when it gets a little of that scorch on it, and then you get that little, the crunchy texture, it's really good. It does have a little bitterness because it kind of has like a burnt flavor, but you know, you don't get a lot of it anyway, so it's not like it's a tons of it. Now this is on the edge as well. It's got a little crispy in there. It's got some broccoli. Don't know if there's any pasta in here or not. Maybe a couple of pieces. But anyway, I'm gonna try this part next. Hot. That was just broccoli. It actually has a really good texture, the broccoli does. It's raining, just in case you can hear that hitting the windows. I'm gonna try a little, I'll try a little bit of everything. The cheese sauce, a little bit of broccoli. If I can get a piece of broccoli in here. Yeah, let's try a little bit of everything. Broccoli cooks really well. The pasta's a little on the soft side, not mushy, so that's good. It's that little squirrely, little squiggly pasta. So it's really thin anyway. Yeah, if they went any further with that pasta, it would have been mushy. So I'm glad they stopped where they did, because it is kind of an overly soft pasta, which is, I don't really like a really soft pasta. I like mine a little firm, but if you like a softer pasta, you won't care. I'm trying to get little pieces of this, the crumb on the top a little bit, here and there. So if you get the really light pieces, especially from the center, they kind of look like, let me see if I can get this piece up. Kind of look like that, the really light brown pieces. There's no crunch, no texture at all. It's just mushy. Yeah, if you didn't know any better, you wouldn't even know they were there. However, if you get a little bit of darker brown, that's too big a piece. If you get the darker brown pieces like that look like that, they do have a little bit of crunch and a little bit of texture to them. It's not crunchy, but firm. And then if you get the really brown pieces like, well, get the really crunchy pieces like that, they're actually a little scorched, then you really get crunch. I wish it had that crunch all over the entire thing, and it would really be a good texture. The broccoli overall is cooked really well. I do like the texture and the flavor of the broccoli. It tastes like broccoli, but the texture, it's really nice. And even the stems are cooked. They're a little tougher than, you know, like the floret part, but they're at least cooked. They are somewhat tender. Still has a little crunch to them, but they're not hard and raw, which is a good thing. Like I said, the pasta's a little soft. The crunchy, what are they calling it? The breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs on top, like I said, the lighter color ones are really soft. Medium brown are a little texture, and then the really brown ones are crunchy. Yeah, I really wish the pasta had been just a little less cooked. But I liked it a little bit better. The texture-wise, it's better than I expected. I really expected almost all of that topping to be just mushy, and it's not. You do get little crisp pieces here and there. Just know that it's not all crispy like you would get in the oven. Flavor-wise, I really like the broccoli. I like the pasta. You get the flavor of those crispy breadcrumbs from the crispy. You get that little browned bread flavor, like a toasty kind of flavor. The cheese is okay. It's not like a really strong cheese flavor. It's not like Velveeta has a really strong flavor, or a really strong cheddar, or any of those things. It's really not one of those strong cheeses, and it's a lighter flavor. It's not even as strong a cheese flavor as like a Kraft macaroni and cheese that has the powder. It's not even that strong of a flavor. So it's an okay flavor. It's just not a strong flavor. So don't expect it to be a really like cheesy, rich, thick pasta bake. That was a big broccoli stem. The cheese sauce as well is kind of runny. It's really soft. It'll run off there in a minute. It's kind of a soft cheese sauce, so it's not a really thick, gooey, like stringy cheese sauce. It's a very smooth, somewhat runny cheese sauce. I'm gonna say overall, if you're having something and you want this as a side, like you're having, I don't know, pork chops or whatever, you know, whatever you might be making, and you want a broccoli side, this will work pretty good. I think it's decent. You could probably get 4 servings out of this, as long as you're not getting huge spoonfuls, like one really good spoonful. You could get 4 out of this, so 4 people could potentially eat this, as long as you're having something else. For lunch, this is probably gonna be more than you'll wanna eat. I mean, maybe you wanna eat the whole thing, I don't know, but it's more than I wanna eat. I'm probably gonna pick and choose like some of the pasta, some of the florets for the broccoli, not the really thick, like I would probably not eat that stem right there, but I would eat this floret with the stem. So I would kind of pick and choose the broccoli I ate. There's a lot of stems, by the way. There's a whole lot of stems, which makes sense. It's cheaper to make those than it is to make a bunch of florets, because the florets is the good part, right? And I would pick at the browner parts for me for lunch. You could technically, I guess, take this and once you've heated it up one time, you could save the other half and heat it up the next day. I don't know how well it's going to heat up. It may be all right, but I don't know. My guess is it probably wouldn't be great, but I don't know. I'm not going to try it, so I don't know. I'm going to give the meal, I'm going to give it like a 3.5 out of 5. I really wish the cheese flavors had been a lot stronger. They needed to be a more bold cheese, especially when they're saying it's a broccoli cheddar pasta bake. Broccoli is 100% present in here. The pasta is present, but the cheese is it's there, but it's not like a bold cheese flavor. So it's really lacking in flavor as far as the cheese goes. But yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.5. Hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.